Hello friends, welcome back to another Friday Faves and Fails. If I'm a little bit quieter this week, it's a real attempt because it's 5:46 a.m. Making an effort to find different times of the day to do things, because often if I have, let's say, a video to film, it will take up the bandwidth in my mind for an entire day. Whereas if I get up early and it's like, I'm going to do this before I start work, a much shorter space of time to do the whole process. So I'm actually doing this on Friday morning, which is cutting it a little bit fine, but we'll see how this goes. Also, eagle-eyed viewers among you, can anyone just sit? Can you just tell me, what is it that I've done differently with my makeup today? Because even in the mirror, I'm looking at it, I'm like, I feel like it's something here. What is it? What is it? I feel like I've had something done. Something looks different and I can't quite put my finger on it. And it's on a postcard. Also, while I was getting ready, while I was putting my makeup on, I'd just been listening to, this we will talk about again, I already know, but just while it's top of mind, Say More with Dr. Sheila. This is an improv therapy podcast with Amy Poehler. Literally woke up, obviously went immediately to Instagram. Even waking up at 5 o'clock in the morning, I went on Instagram on my phone at 5 a.m. That's crazy. You would think your mindset is like, we're getting up, we're doing things, we're being productive. No, still scrolling on my phone. And I saw it on June Diane Raphael, who is hilarious. She's got a podcast with her husband called How Did This Get Made? And multiple others. She co-wrote Bride Wars. She's a powerhouse. Anyway, she's hilarious. Oh, and she was, not Mallory, Brianna on Grace and Frankie. She and her husband's on one of the episodes, which I can't wait to get to. But I've just listened to the first episode while I was getting ready and I wanted to mention it. It's so funny. Very dry, very, like it's not a funny ha-ha comedy. It is very deadpan. Real all straight face. She's being the therapist and two people are playing the couple. And it's all very like, right, yes, and blah, blah, blah. It's not laugh, laugh, laugh. If you are a fan of podcasts like Comedy Bang Bang, they do a similar idea where they do an improv interview with a character, but it's a completely different. This is just very deadpan. I think it's hilarious. Wanted to mention it. Also, while I'm thinking of things that I've been listening to, I am nearly finished with The Last of Us by Colleen Hoover. I took a break. I've got like 44 minutes left. I took a break to start listening to The Last Devil to Die by Richard Osman, which is the next one in the Thursday Murder Club series. Amazing. But it ends with us. I had to listen to it because it was, everyone kept talking about it. I've quite enjoyed it. It's been very, I mean, obviously I'm not at the end yet. It's been very kind of, it's very teeny, not in the content at all, because it is quite, what's the word I'm looking for without saying what I mean? It's got some 50 Shades of Grey elements. Quite heavy, quite quickly. So it's not, I think it is young adult fiction, but the way it's written feels very young adult. But it's like easy listening, easy reading, whatever. But I've been quite enjoying that. I'm going to listen to the next one. I know it's a love-hate thing, but I don't listen to a lot of fiction. I listen to a lot of audiobooks that are like autobiographies, stuff like that. So this has been, a pleasant change, although I must say, some of it quite difficult to listen to. Anyway, let's get into the beauty favourites, because I know some of you are only here for that, and I've done this in a weird direction this time. Cleansing Balm. This is the Grace and Stella F-Balm This Works. I actually bought this from Amazon because I needed one tomorrow, and really, really enjoying it. I am quite a way down. It's got like this little spatula. I don't really use the little spatula. I stuck it in there in case I wanted it. I'm trying to think what it reminds me of. Kind of reminds me of the Clinique Take Off the Day balms. Like some balms are quite thick and oily, like they're a heavy, like I want to say luxury, but that's not the word I'm looking for. They're like a rich, like a really heavy, oily cleansing balm. This is more like, it's a lightweight. You put it on, it turns into water once it hits. It turns into like a liquid cleanser once it hits the water. So you put it on your face when it's dry, rinse it all off. You don't really need a cloth. I tend to, but you don't really need a cloth because it doesn't leave a lot of residue. Really nice. Really nice. Nothing nothing massively special about it, but I find that cleansers sometimes, they can be really, really hit and miss, but this is enough for me to say I would recommend this, which is difficult with cleansers. Are we excited about cleansers? I know people get really excited about the expensive balm cleansers, and I get it. I mean, the Elemis one I tried was really nice, but it was so expensive. So I just can't get on board with like spending a lot of money on a cleanser because it's just to take off your makeup. So if it's good, that's all I want it to do. Bourjois Healthy Makes. I didn't mention this last week, did I? I know I mentioned it. I did a face of makeup and I had this, but I don't think I mentioned it in Friday Faves because when I used it, I was like, yeah, you know, this is nice, it's okay. But since then, I've used it 3 times and it lasts so much better than I remember Healthy Mix lasting. The day that I used it, I was actually super impressed. Within the video, I was like, yeah, it's okay, it's okay. And then like 12 hours later, my makeup still completely looked perfect. Saturday night, I went out. I mean, I did make a lot of effort with my makeup. I didn't do primers. I did a setting spray, but I did powder, whatever. I'm quite oily. And not that you'd know that today, because like this is kind of how oily I am. I just powdered all the way down the centre of my face. I'm starting to think maybe it's because of the time of day that I'm filming, actually. Maybe I'm just puffy. Maybe that's why this area looks weird. Maybe that's what it is. Anyway, my makeup looked perfect at the end of the night. I was dancing. I had to go and find something to put my hair up because I was so hot. I really thought that my face was going to be like fully melting off. Didn't even need to powder. And I think a lot of it is this. This may have quickly become my favourite foundation. My only issue with it is heavier than I would usually like to wear. Really, you need to apply it with a sponge. Today I applied it with a brush, which I do. I like to apply it with a brush. It's just easier for me. I don't want to have to go and wet a sponge. Oh, it's so... I don't want to do that. I want to be able to go into my, well, to wherever. Just pull out a brush and it's just ready to go. Anyone else? So I applied it with a sponge. It's definitely not as nice a finish. So this is still going to be something that maybe I pull out for special occasions, for nights out, rather than like a day-to-day thing. Because I don't think it worked quite as well when I tried to kind of sheer it out. It's not really that kind of foundation. Whereas for most, like, I love, what's the one from number 7? Oh, extreme close-up for you. Here we go, here we go. This one, Hydra Luminous from number 7. Love this so much. I'll put this to one side so I remember to link it. Love, love, love. This is like very skin-like, but also it allows me to do the thing that I like to do, which is little dots over the top of moisturiser, whatever, and just like sheer it all out. Whereas I really think with the Healthy Mix, it's kind of a full face or not. Is this the first? Oh no, it's the second. It's like, Jesus, this video is going to be 45 minutes long if we go at this rate. Eyelash curlers. I've talked about these tons in Get Ready With Me videos, but I used my daughter's eyelash curlers the other day and totally appreciated mine. I thought, you know, eyelash curlers are eyelash curlers. I used to have the Sheila ones and didn't love them that much, and then I discovered later on they were a very specific kind of almond eye shape, which I don't have. And so maybe that was why. I got these ones from Tweezermen. They are incredible. They are better than other tweezers. They are better than other eyelash curlers. They are. They really, with very little effort, just opened my eyes. I mean, the difference. I never used to use eyelash curlers because the ones I tried, I was like, it doesn't really do anything. I'm not messing with them. I'm not heating them up. They just work. They just work. And after using my daughter's, I thought I must mention this because it's one of those things that maybe everyone else thought the same as me. An eyelash curler is an eyelash curler. No, it's not. They are not all created equal. Speaking of going out on Saturday, I did my hair in a really voluminous, my all-time goal for hair is always Cindy Crawford. And I did like a big voluminous blowout. Rollers have to be included in this week's Friday Faves and Fails for that reason, because rollers are a gift from the heavens. If you are looking for volume but not curls, rollers. I'm going to do a whole video on how I did the Bounty blowout because it was time consuming. But although to be fair, now I know what I was doing, I could do it much quicker. But the main thing is it was foolproof. Because my thing with hair is I get really frustrated and it's like, oh, it's not working. And then I'm getting hot and it's all going flat and it's not good. This was so foolproof, and my hair that is fine and does tend to fall flat even the next day had loads of volume and bounce. So a whole video is definitely warranted, but I just wanted to shout out Velcro rollers. I am wearing today an inordinate amount of bronzer, as I am wont to do. I'm using this Primark, the PS Cream Contour, and I wanted to mention this because I went to Primark last week and they had loads of this in stock, so I haven't been talking about this because I didn't think that you could get it. Now I know you can. They had this, they had the blush. Is there another product? I don't know. But it's basically their answer to the Hollywood Contour one from Charlotte Tilbury. I also did a full video comparing the two of these products, which in fairness is not fair because they are incomparable. They're not really the same product at all. This is very creamy, a much more dense, opaque product. It blends really nicely. I really like this. You get a lot more for your money, even if it was the same price. Whereas this is a much sheerer, like you can build it up. It's a lot more foolproof and it's more kind of a gel consistency. Just to run it down for you, you can go and watch that video because I did a full side-by-side swatches, like a very comprehensive comparison. I prefer this one. I prefer this one because it's easier for me to work with for multiple reasons. You only need a very small amount, blend it out. I hate the packaging of the Charlotte Tilbury one with a passion. This is actually better packaging. I don't understand it. Also, I've probably used them the same amount of times. This still feels full. This still feels like there's loads left in it. And this one is, I would be like squeezing a lot to get a lot out of it. This is such a squeeze, it makes me angry. So, can we call this a fail? I like it. I really like the product. It definitely, using it again, I was like, no, I understand it. It does look more luxury on the skin. It's got something that this one doesn't have. But just for day-to-day use and actual application, this is still the winner. This makes me mad. It makes me mad because it's so expensive. So yeah, if you are interested in a cream contour, I use this as a bronzer. Try the ones from Primark. Would recommend. Oh, last beauty product is this Kylie Jenner Candy K lip liner. Can you buy the lip liners separate to the lip kits? If you can, definitely recommend the lip liners. Don't really like the liquid lips. I bought this in a liquid lip kit. I'm wearing it today. This is all I'm wearing, just a lip balm and this over the top. It has the consistency of a kind of like a satin, or maybe a matte, because I'm wearing it over lip balm. Maybe that's giving it the satin. But it has a lipstick consistency. It's very creamy. You can definitely wear it on its own. You don't need to wear something over the top. Doing it right now. And again, I did it on Saturday night. This has been one of my absolute favourite lip liners for colour, but also for texture. So I would definitely buy another one of these, comparable price-wise to the Urban Decay ones, which are my favourite of all time, but can be hit and miss. So I think I'm going to buy some more of these. If anyone can recommend any specific shades for my colouring, I would be appreciative. But yes, that is everything I wanted to talk about beauty-wise. I do have one final, well, maybe two. I've developed a taste for full fat Coke again. What happened was we went to Florida and everything's full of sugar. And I realised within a week of being back, I was having like sugar withdrawals. Whereas before, it would be nice of an evening, you'd be like, fancy something sweet. This became like, I need something sweet. I need something, like I felt like an addict might feel like, really, I'm going to need something sweet. It was really, really bothering me. And so I've taken to an occasional can, a full fat Coke again. I mean, not against Diet Coke, this is from yesterday, but I really need to wean myself off the sugar because something happened while we were there and now I need the sugar. I need the sugar like I've never needed it before. Secondary, also sugary, my current favourite chocolate bar. Why will you not focus? This feels discriminatory about Milky Ways. Come on. There we go. It's beautiful. It's beautiful. I am not a chocolate bar person necessarily. I like cake. I like biscuits. I like ice cream. I love ice cream. The problem with ice cream is you sit down and I like to eat it straight from the tub and I don't like melty ice cream. I just like it like when it's really solid and cold. And that is only for a short period of time. And then I have to go all the way back to the freezer to put it away. If I had a freezer next to my side of the sofa, I would eat ice cream every day. Laziness. laziness stopped. I bought a tub of Ben & Jerry's ice cream 2 weeks ago, and I'm yet to open it because I'm settled on the sofa, and I'm like, no, I can't be bothered. So I bought myself some Milky Ways because they feel like, can I eat Milky Way at 6 o'clock in the morning for breakfast? I think I can. They feel like childhood, honestly. I forgot how good a Milky Way was. Really only have a Milky Way in celebrations at Christmas. Why was I limiting myself? I don't know. I honestly don't know. Also, can you hear the sweet, sweet sounds of a can of full fat Coke? I'm going to drink this now. I'm going to sort this out. I'm going to post this for 7 a.m. and I'm going to start my day the most productive way I possibly can. I made a video at 5 o'clock in the morning. So if you needed some motivation for the day, get up early, get stuff done, and then, I mean, maybe go back to bed.